every communication you have can be monitored, traced, in short, everywhere. Every communication you have can be monitored, traced, and can be linked back to you. Hi guys, so I'm going to be giving you questions I've learned from being in tech and cybersecurity. Questions I've learned from being in tech and cybersecurity. The first one I'm going to be telling you today is I think in terms of least privilege when I'm giving access. Now, let me give you a breakdown of what I just said. Let me give you all the big grammar. What I'm trying to say is if I'm going to be giving my device or my system or any of my devices, I would make sure you don't have access to everything on that device. Yes. So you see those things when you want to buy a device for your child or you give your child a device, you create a kid space for them where they can access only things for kids. That is what I do when I give you my device. If I'm going to give you my laptop, I'm going to be creating another space for you to be able to access what you want to do and not access all my files. Why? Because that brings me to my number two caution. I make sure and I treat every document, files, or communication as important and as a data. I don't want things on my systems, on my phone to get corrupted, stolen, or be chipped one way or the other. So I will give you this privilege so you can only access things you're supposed to access. If you're bringing my phone to make a call, that call is really IPv6 on that phone. If you're bringing my system to use only Microsoft Word, that Microsoft Word will have your space for it only on my system. You can't use my system or any of my device for any other thing. Do you understand? This privilege is what I do. And that's because I treat everything, as I said, my number two, as a data. And data are sensitive. They can either be corrupted, stolen, and etc. So we don't want that. Do you understand? I make sure that I treat everything as data. All communications from phone to phone, messages, I treat them as data. And I'll tell you why this is my number two. It's because in some part of the world, in short, almost everywhere,